My friend Maxwell called me the other day, completely fed up. He said, I've got $250 a month I can put towards something, but what's the point? You can't start a real business with that little money. It's impossible. And honestly, most people would agree with him. We have all been taught that starting a business means you need a huge loan, a polished pitch deck, or some revolutionary idea that changes the world. We picture flashy tech startups, viral products, and founders pretending they only sleep 4 hours a night. But what if that is the wrong way to look at it? What if the smartest way to start is not with a big, sexy idea? What if it starts with a small, boring problem? Maxwell hung up feeling defeated. I got curious. I started looking for tiny, ignored, unglamorous problems hiding in plain sight. And what I found was surprisingly practical. Its simple services, the kind nobody brags about at dinner, are often the most realistic way to turn a small budget into repeatable income. This is not about building an empire overnight. It is about proving a business model one customer at a time for less than many people spend on coffee in a month. So today, I'm here to prove Maxwell wrong. Here are 8 boring businesses you can genuinely start and test with $250 a month. Section 1, Office Whiteboard and Marker Service. The first idea hit me when I walked into a small office meeting room. The whiteboard was supposed to be the center of collaboration. Instead, it looked tired. You could still see the ghost of last quarter's sales targets. Half the markers were dried out. The eraser just dragged gray smudges across the board. The whole room felt neglected. That is business number 1, office whiteboard cleaning and marker restocking. It sounds tiny because it is tiny, and that is the point. This problem exists in offices, co-working spaces, classrooms, training rooms, and conference rooms everywhere. Nobody's job description says, test all markers and deep clean the whiteboards every week. So the problem gets tolerated, and tolerated problems are often paid problems. The problem, meeting rooms are supposed to feel professional and ready, but stained boards and dead markers make the room feel disorganized. It is a small thing, but it quietly says, we do not pay attention to details. The solution, you are not just selling cleaning spray, you are selling a ready-to-use meeting room. You are selling the relief of walking into a room where the tools work, the board is clean, and nobody has to waste 5 minutes hunting for a marker that is not dead. The $250 test. For the first month, you do not need a warehouse full of supplies. You need a starter kit. A gallon of professional non-toxic whiteboard cleaner might cost about $38. 12-pack of microfiber cloths could be around $17. A bulk pack of 36 black Expo markers might be about $30. Add a dozen good erasers for maybe $25. Then spend about $50 on simple professional flyers. That puts you around $160. The remaining $90 can cover gas, a simple website, or magnetic marker holders to make the setup feel more organized. The repeatable system. The magic is in the repetition. Markers always run out. Boards always get dirty. The problem renews itself. Instead of charging for one big cleaning, you offer a simple subscription. For example, you charge an office $75 a month for a weekly visit. Each visit follows a checklist. Clean all boards, test all markers, replace dead ones, clean erasers, organize the trays, snap a quick proof of service photo, and send a short update. Client is not life-changing, but 10 offices on one route could generate $750 a month in predictable income. You just turned a tiny, annoying task into a systemized service. Section 2, Storefront sticker and sign refresh. Walking down a local main street, I started noticing something else. Cafes with faded hours of operation stickers. Retail shops with sun-bleached promo decals. QR codes from 2 years ago taped to the door. These are the first visual handshake of a business, and a lot of them look messy or outdated. That brings us to business number 2, storefront sticker and sign refresh. This is not about becoming a high-end graphic designer for giant corporations. This is hands-on local work. Remove the old, install the clean, and help small businesses look current again. The problem, a storefront is one of the most important ads a local business has. Messy, peeling signs send a subtle message that the business might be neglected. That first impression happens before a customer even walks in. The solution, you are not selling vinyl decals. You're selling a refreshed first impression. You help a local shop look sharp, professional, and alive. Replacing one faded open sign with a crisp new one can change the entire feel of the entrance. The $250 test. The starter kit is simple. Out of your $250 budget, you could buy printable vinyl sticker paper for around $15 to make mock-ups. A scraper tool set for removing old decals can cost around $10. A basic Canva subscription is about $13 a month. The biggest piece of the budget, maybe $150, goes toward your first few print orders from a local or online print shop. You need physical examples of good work. The remaining $62 can go toward building a small before and after portfolio and local marketing material. The repeatable system. Storefronts are never really done. Business hours change. Seasonal promotions come and go. QR codes need to point to new menus, landing pages, or offers. You could offer a one-time storefront reset for a flat fee. Then upsell a subscription like $50 a month for a monthly promo refresh where you swap out the main window decal with a new offer. The key is relationships. Start with one cafe, do a great job, use those photos to win the salon next door, then the bakery across the street. That is how a small boring problem turns into a route. Section 3, office cable management. Inside those same offices, there is another kind of chaos hiding under desks and behind monitors. Tangled power cords, extension strips, mystery chargers, conference room wires so confusing that nobody knows which plug belongs to what. That is business number 3, office cable management. It is the unglamorous work of organizing, labeling, and taming the cables that power a modern workspace. The work is straightforward, but the result is immediate. Order, calm, desk that does not look like a robot threw up under it. The problem, messy cables are not just ugly, they are inefficient. They create confusion when someone needs to move a monitor, unplug a laptop, or troubleshoot a device. A rat's nest of wires can also become a tripping hazard. And in a client-facing area like a reception desk, it looks unprofessional. The solution? You're not selling zip ties, you're selling clarity. You're selling the peace of mind that comes from knowing what each cord does. You're turning a chaotic workspace into something intentional and organized. The $250 test. You can build a professional kit cheaply, spend about $50 on assorted cable sleeves, Velcro straps and zip ties, spend another $40 on a label maker and replacement tape, put $30 toward adhesive cable clips and mounts. A basic toolkit with wire cutters might be $40. That is about $160. The remaining $90 can go toward a clean one-page flyer that explains the service and shows dramatic before and after photos. The repeatable system. Offices are not static. New employees get hired. Desks move. Equipment changes. Cable chaos comes back. You can charge a per desk or per room fee for the first setup. For example, $100 per desk in an office with 10 desks becomes a $1,000 job. And after that, offer a quarterly tidy-up service or new employee setup support. Document your process with a checklist. Label cables at both ends, bundle by function, mount power strips off the floor. That moves you from person who cleans wires to workspace organization specialist. Section 4, rental property air filter replacement. Maxwell has a friend who owns a few rental properties. That friend kept complaining that tenants never remember to change HVAC air filters. It sounds small, but the consequences are not small. Dirty filters make systems work harder, raise energy bills, and eventually lead to expensive repair calls. That brings us to business number 4, rental property air filter replacement service. This is the definition of a boring business routine maintenance. Easy to forget, expensive when ignored. Perfect to outsource. The problem, for landlords, reminding tenants to change filters is a constant hassle. When tenants do not do it, the HVAC system suffers. The unit works harder. Air quality drops. Repairs become more likely. It is a small task that prevents a bigger problem. The solution, you're not selling air filters. You're selling preventative maintenance and peace of mind. For a property owner, you are protecting an expensive HVAC system, reducing tenant complaints, and lowering the chance of future repair bills. The $250 test. Your first investment is inventory and organization. You do not need to stock every filter size. Start with your first client. Let's say a landlord has 5 properties that all use a common 16 by $25 one filter. A 6-pack might cost around $30 to $50 depending on quality. For 5 properties, you might spend about $150 on enough filters for the first couple of service cycles. The other $100 covers a scheduling app, gloves, service labels for the HVAC units, and a checklist to document each visit with a photo. The repeatable system, the business model, is baked in. Air filters need replacing regularly, usually every 1 to 3 months depending on filter type and usage. You sign up a landlord for a quarterly replacement plan. You might charge $25 per unit per visit, plus the cost of the filter. If you have a route of 20 rental units every quarter, that is $500 in service fees every 3 months, plus your markup on filters. The key is documentation. It tracked the property address, tenant contact info, access notes, and the exact filter size for each unit. One wrong size can waste an entire trip. With a clean system, this becomes efficient and predictable. And Medvideo CTA, we are halfway through. If you are starting to see the world differently, if you're noticing stained whiteboards, peeling stickers, tangled wires, and forgotten filters around you, hit the like button. It helps prove you do not need a $1 million idea to get in the game. And if you want to keep turning boring problems into real income, subscribe. Now let's get back to it. Section 5, apartment package room organization. I visited a friend in a newer apartment building and walked past their package room. It was chaos. Boxes piled everywhere. No clear system. Tenants wandering around, trying to find their deliveries. The property manager looked like he was about to lose his mind. That is business number 5, apartment package room organization. With e-commerce now baked into everyday life, this problem keeps getting worse. Buildings are drowning in cardboard, and property staff are not logistics experts. This service creates order from the chaos. The problem, package rooms in apartment buildings and large offices can become logistical nightmares. Staff waste hours dealing with packages. Residents get frustrated when they cannot find their deliveries. Lost items, constant complaints and wasted time become normal. The solution: you are not just selling shelves and labels. You're selling an efficient system. You're giving the property manager time back. You're giving residents a clear way to find their packages. You are the specialist who solves a recurring logistical mess. The $250 test: your starting budget goes toward organization tools. Spend about $75 on a quality label maker and durable label holders. Buy large clear storage bins for around $50 to sort small packages. Put another $50 into professional laminated signs, like Zone A units 100 to 999 or oversized packages. The remaining $75 goes toward outreach to property management companies, including a sharp proposal that explains your weekly service. The repeatable system: packages never stop coming. That means the mess will always return without a system. You can charge an initial setup fee of a few $100s, then offer a weekly service plan for $100 to $200 a week, depending on the building size. During each visit, you sort new packages into zones, tidy shelves, move old packages to a separate area, and send a quick report to the manager. One building might not be a full-time job, but a route of 3 or 4 buildings can become a stable business. You become their package logistics partner. The first 5 businesses are good, but the last 3 are the ones I want you to watch closely. They solve repeat problems for business customers, which are the best kind of clients if you want a stable service business. Section 6: commercial door sweep and Weatherstrip replacement. I was sitting in a small coffee shop on a windy day and could literally feel a draft coming from under the front door. I looked down and saw the door sweep. That little strip of rubber at the bottom was cracked and torn. It was letting in cold air, dust, and noise. This is the 6th business, and it's deceptively powerful: commercial door sweep and Weatherstrip replacement. This is a small, simple fix that has a surprisingly high-value impact on comfort, cleanliness, and energy bills. It's the kind of maintenance that business owners know they should do, but just never get around to. The problem: worn-out door sweeps on commercial doors create a bunch of small but persistent problems. They can let in drafts, driving up heating and cooling costs. They allow dust, insects, and noise to get in. And honestly, a torn door sweep just looks bad and signals disrepair. The solution: you're not selling a strip of rubber, you're selling comfort, cleanliness, and energy savings. To a restaurant owner, you're selling a dining room without a draft. To an office manager, you're selling a quieter, cleaner workspace. To a property owner, you're selling lower utility bills. The 250 test: this business just requires a small mobile inventory and a few basic tools. Your $250 is perfect for this. It's spend $100 on a small assortment of the most common commercial door sweeps and rolls of weather stripping from a hardware supplier. It's spend another $60 on a solid toolkit: a hacksaw for cutting sweeps to size, a power drill, a measuring tape, and a utility knife. The remaining $90 is for creating your door audit checklist and for outreach to local businesses, offering a free inspection to get your foot in the door, literally. The repeatable system: the repeat business here comes from volume. A single commercial building can have dozens of doors. Landlords own multiple properties, and these parts wear out over time from friction and weather, so replacement is guaranteed. You could charge a per door fee, for example, $60 per door plus the cost of materials. Job replacing sweeps on just 5 doors in one building is a quick $300 service call. The key is to build relationships with property managers. Once you prove you're reliable, you become their go-to person for all their properties. Section 7: restaurant prep label system setup. Walking through the back of a bustling restaurant kitchen, I noticed something. On the prep shelves, every food container was labeled with messy, handwritten masking tape. Some labels had illegible dates, others had none at all. It was organized chaos, but chaos nonetheless. This leads to business number 7: restaurant prep label system setup. This isn't just about selling stickers. This is about bringing in a simple, clear system that is crucial for kitchen efficiency and, importantly, food safety. In a fast-paced kitchen, clarity is currency. The problem: in a busy kitchen, speed and accuracy are everything. Messy labeling slows down the prep line and can lead to food waste or even health code violations. Its staff waste precious seconds trying to guess what's in a container, and managers have a harder time tracking inventory. The solution: you are not selling labels. You're selling speed, organization, and compliance. You are helping the kitchen staff work faster and with more confidence. You're giving the chef a clear, at-a-glance view of their inventory. You're helping them stay on the right side of the health inspector. Boring systems are what make professional kitchens run smoothly. The $250 test. Your initial $250 is for creating a pro kitchen labeling kit. You could spend $70 on bulk rolls of different food prep labels, dissolvable day of the week labels, freezer safe labels, maybe some use first stickers. Spend $30 on a few packs of good permanent markers. Then spend $50 to design and print laminated bilingual instruction guides showing staff exactly how to use the system. The final $100 would be for building a sample kit to show restaurant owners and for a sell sheet that highlights the benefits: faster prep, less waste, better organization. The repeatable system. The repeat angle here is incredibly strong. Labels are a consumable item. They are used and thrown away every single day. Once a restaurant adopts your system, they need to reorder supplies from you forever. You can charge an initial setup fee of, say, $300 to come in, organize their station, and train the staff. Then, you sign them up for a monthly subscription. For $100 a month, you automatically ship them their required labels and stop by once a quarter to make sure the system is working. This provides steady, predictable, recurring revenue. Section 8, Small Warehouse Shelf Labeling Service. Finally, I walked into the stockroom of a small e-commerce business. I saw rows of shelves, but many were unlabeled. Boxes were stacked in random places. An employee was just wandering the aisles, looking lost, trying to find one specific product to ship and order. This is the 8th and final business, and it's arguably the most powerful, Small Warehouse Shelf Labeling Service. This is the absolute epitome of boring but essential. Logistics: if you can't find something, you might as well not own it. Clear labeling is the foundation of any efficient warehouse, no matter the size. The problem: small warehouses and stockrooms often neglect their labeling as they grow. This leads to massive inefficiency. Workers waste huge amounts of time just searching for inventory. This slows down order fulfillment and increases picking errors. Some industry estimates suggest that each picking error, often caused by poor labeling, can cost a business dozens of dollars in wasted time and returns. The solution: you're not just sticking labels on shelves, you're selling time back to the business. You are selling accuracy. You're selling a system that reduces employee frustration and gets orders out the door faster. You are providing the fundamental infrastructure that allows a business to scale without descending into chaos. The $250 test. With a $250 budget, you can set yourself up as a credible labeling specialist. Invest $100 in a durable industrial label printer that can handle barcodes and different label sizes. Spend $80 on a starter supply of high-tack adhesive labels and magnetic labels for metal racks. Use the final $70 to develop a simple location code system like aisle bay shelf position EGA 0103B, and create a professional proposal you can show to local businesses with stockrooms. The repeatable system: a warehouse is a living thing. Inventory changes, products are updated, and layouts get reorganized. This means the labeling system is never truly finished. You can charge a project fee for the initial setup, which could be several hundred to several $1,000s depending on the space. Then, you position yourself as their ongoing partner for a monthly retainer. For a recurring fee, you handle all label updates and system adjustments. This makes you an integral part of their operations. The value you provide is immense. Every minute you save them from searching for a product is pure profit back in their pocket.